Hey guys, how's it going? I'm the Film Sackers today. I told you guys I was going to make a video on a YouTube channel called Breakthrough, who recently did a response to a YouTube channel by the name of Griffin Gaming. Now, I'm mainly going to go over, the things that he criticized Griffin for, which I 100% disagree with, and I think is very, very bullying in my opinion as well. And not to mention, he likes to say, "Oh, people don't take criticism well." When if you go to his videos, he does have his like to dislike ratio, the dislikes disabled. You cannot see the ratings, you cannot see when people liked or disliked it. He has it disabled, so who really doesn't know how to take criticism well? It looks like you don't, because Griffin leaves his up. Griffin does leave his like to dislike ratio up. You disabled him. So looks like someone isn't really happy with the like to dislike ratio in his videos. But anyway, I'm just going to bring up some points. I'm not going to go over the whole video, it would take too long. I'm going to go over some points that I found the most, evidence, you could say, or most, factual evidence, I guess. I don't fucking know what to call it. Okay, so one of his points was that all because Griffin admits he doesn't own a PS4, he has no right to talk about The Last of Us Part 2. That is entirely not true. I have friends who don't own a PS4, and they were going to get a PS4 for The Last of Us Part 2. As soon as they saw the leaks, they immediately canceled their pre-order and decided not to get a PS4 because they were really excited. They own a PS3 to play The Last of Us Part 1. They own a PS3. They just wanted to switch to Xbox for this generation to see, how the Xbox One would be. And they do love their Xbox One. But they were planning on getting a PS4 for The Last of Us Part 2. They canceled their pre-orders. You know why? Because they didn't like how the game was turning out. All because someone doesn't own a PS4 Breakthrough does not mean that no one can talk about The Last of Us Part 2. Any gamer can talk about any game. There's Xbox fans who talk about God of War. There's PlayStation fans who talk about Forza and Halo. I mean, it's just freedom of speech. We can talk about any game we want because we're gamers. We enjoy playing games, and yes, I do own a PS4. Does that automatically mean, oh, I know everything about this game, I'm going to go get the game? Hell no. I said in multiple streams that I refuse to support the stuff that Naughty Dog is doing to Last of Us Part 2. So for you to sit there and say because Griffin Gaming does not want a PlayStation 4, he does not know what he's talking about, that is complete, utter bullshit. And to bring up that fact, you said also in one of your points that Griffin Gaming doesn't even know what the game's going to be like. Well, most of the story has been leaked. You can read most of the story. There are videos up, screenshots, there are descriptions of the game out there, and there is some small gameplay that has been leaked and officially released by Naughty Dog. So we do know a great bit about The Last of Us Part 2. Enough for people to make their decision, and it turns out a lot of people are not happy with how the game's turned out, and I don't blame them. Hell, even the people they're catering to, Breakthrough, do not like how the game is turning out. The people they're trying to cater to. So you saying, oh, you have no right to talk about it, you don't know nothing about the game. We know a great deal about the game. So that point right there is completely tarnished because a lot of people know a great deal about the game unless you're purposely avoiding the spoilers, which if you are, good for you. If you still want to get the game, that's fine. You do you, man. But for you to sit there and say, oh, well, if you don't know much about the game, and it's not even out, you don't know much about the game, so what? I mean, the leaks are out there. Anyone can read it. Anyone can see what the game's going to be like. That's how and you know what? Honestly, I'm happy for the leaks. I'm happy the leaks came out because if it wasn't for the leaks, I would have wasted $70 getting a game that was just pandering to a certain kind of crowd and would have pissed me off as a Last of Us fan. And yes, I am a Last of Us fan. I own the remaster, and I own the original game in a box in my closet with my original PS3. I love The Last of Us, and I was super excited for The Last of Us Part 2 until the leaks came out. So yes, I consider myself a Last of Us fan. Am I going to go out to get The Last of Us Part 2? No. I refuse it. I'm not going to fucking cater to Naughty Dog's wishes of this agenda-pushing bullshit game. I'm not. But if you want to play it, that is on you. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to pick on you for wanting to play the game. But if you want to sit there and call people idiots and all that and say we don't know nothing about the game, we have no reason to hate on it, that's kind of wrong of you too. Because, Last of Us fans, most Last of Us fans that I know are fucking pissed off with how this game is turning out. So for you to say we don't know nothing about the game so far is complete and utter lie. There are full detailed leaks out there. And then you go on to say that all because Griffin called out a YouTuber who was reacting to the trailer and it was like he was crying. And I do believe this reaction was fake, but it's opinionated. He was moving his mic while he was crying. He was like, like he was trying to move it to get to the, oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Type of look. You know, that was to me looked like a fake reaction, but that's just me. But you want to sit there and say, oh, because you laughed at him, did you know that this many Americans die from suicide in a year? What does suicide have to do with that clip? What does suicide have to do with anything? You're just trying to do that to make Griffin look like the bad guy when he's not. And then you want to sit there and say he's a scumbag because he admits that he does these Last of Us Part 2 videos, the drama videos, for the views and money, which honestly makes him more truthful than anything. To me, that makes him a really truthful YouTuber, but he honestly did it because people were asking him to cover the leaks and the drama and stuff, and he did it. He even said it in his response video. You can go watch Griffin's response and you go watch Breakthrough's response. But the last thing I want to bring up is the fact that he's calling him Satan. So, because he, is not with The Last of Us Part 2, he doesn't want to play the game because, he did laugh at a YouTuber for crying. He's Satan. No. If anyone's Satan, it's fucking one race. He's a fucking idiot and a dipshit. But, your points and your response to Griffin's video is just nothing but absurd and idiotic, in my opinion. And if anything, Griffin's response kind of destroyed your video because it made you look like a fucking scumbag. Because your responses were nothing short of just idiotic and very simple-minded when it comes to, how to respond to someone. So, yeah, if you guys want to check out Griffin's video, I'll put a link in the description. Link in the description. Want to check out Breakthroughs? I'll put a link in the description. Anyway, guys, hope you have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you guys tonight on the stream.